Hey, it's Rebecca. As a coach, I help my clients, or one of the big things for my female entrepreneur clients is understanding that what they have to offer is unique, that they themselves are unique. They were made special. The things that they've experienced in their lives, those things are unique to them. And so I know I get so excited when I start talking about it because it all started with the way I felt about myself years ago. I didn't think I was unique. I was just me and going along and working. And I loved my family and enjoyed golfing and taking trips with my husband. But I never, ever thought of myself as uniquely made with special gifts or special abilities until I stopped and said, wait a minute. Look at where you've come from. Look at what you have gone through and look at what you're building today. Oh my gosh, if you will do those three things, it is amazing how it will elevate the way you look at yourself and the way that you look at how you are living your life, how you're creating your business, because things don't always go right. They're not always just going hunky dory and we think, oh, this is just great. Things are fabulous. How that project just flopped, or that master class no one attended, or this book is still not written yet. Oh my goodness. That's when you say, wait a second, really, how overwhelming, or how can I overcome what's happening to me here? It's not that life threatening. No one's dying from this. It's getting it right in your mind and putting it into the right perspective on how you look at it. I always like to look back on what I have been able to overcome when I didn't think of that I was doing anything really special. And in the last, it's been, I guess, a year and a half, I've created this coaching platform, this coaching business, and went from always giving free advice, free coaching, free strategy calls to finally charging for what I was doing. And I went from free to the high five figures earning. It's because I finally started believing in me and what I had to offer. I like to look at J.K. Rowling. Okay, I was late to the Harry Potter train. Many of you, I'm sure, have watched those years ago, and it wasn't until last year that I binged watched all of them. And I just love stuff like that. I love fantasy. I know what's real and what's not real, and I basically the good and the evil. And anyway, I thought, well, let me just read up a little bit about her because this is pretty amazing. And y'all, it's unbelievable that she went from being an unemployed single mother in a depression so severe that she did contemplate suicide at times. And you think about how severe it must have been to be a mother and even contemplate, leaving your child. But she had to rely on welfare just to get by. And in an interview, she said that she was the biggest failure that she knew and was so poor. She was as poor as one can be in England without having to be homeless. And I just think, oh my gosh, I can't even wrap my mind around going from there to where she is with all the financial and that success with her book series. But one of the things that she shared was that she was on a train, and it was delayed, and it was a long journey from one point to another. She was delayed, but it was interesting because she wasn't even confident enough to ask somebody to borrow a pen because she had these ideas for this book kind of running through her head. But you know what she did? She figured out, okay, what can I do? And she started in those, I believe it was 4 hours on that train, gave her time to come up with all the ideas for the book. And you think about that. She then took that, all those thoughts, and then put pen to paper. And I'm wondering for you, what are you doing, or what can you do to move you from thinking that you're nothing special, that you have nothing special to offer, to the uniqueness of you and what you do have? And there are ways to figure it out. There are ways to build your confidence, to be able to step into that person that God knows you to be. And I just want you to know that when you do that, again, take little baby steps. How did she start? She started just with thinking. She had to think it through because she had no other resources at her disposal. And so what can you do today that's going to move you forward and to be able to realize that you're just as amazing as anybody else? You've just got to let your light shine and let people see you. When you can do that, you will be amazed at the momentum you start building because you're taking little action steps toward developing that uniqueness that's in you and showing it to other people. If people don't know what you have to offer, they don't realize just how special you can be. And that's what I want you to remember today. Again, you can always look at someone else and think how amazing they are, but I want you to look in that mirror and realize just how amazing you are and how your life can look very different from the outside with other people looking in. A lot of times you just need help. You need somebody to help direct you, to help you plan out your steps, and to give you that accountability so that you can move your business forward. And if that's where you are, let me know so we can start working together on building your future.